Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into the unforgettable cast of The Karate Kid, 1984. From Daniel LaRusso's inspiring journey to Johnny Lawrence's fierce rivalry, we'll explore where the stars of this iconic movie are now and how their roles shaped their careers. 1. Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio portrayed Daniel LaRusso, the film's protagonist, a teenager who moves to California and becomes the target of bullies at his new school. Under the guidance of Mr. Miyagi, he learns karate to defend himself and regain confidence. Macchio's portrayal of the underdog resonated with audiences, making Daniel a beloved character. Already an established actor from his role in The Outsiders, 1983, Macchio's performance in The Karate Kid turned him into a teen icon of the 1980s. He reprised his role in 2 sequels and later returned for the acclaimed series Cobra Kai, exploring Daniel's life as an adult. Number 2. Pat Morita. Pat Morita played Mr. Miyagi, the wise and gentle mentor who teaches Daniel karate and imparts valuable life lessons. A standout element of the film, Morita's performance earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Initially a comedian, Morita was best known for his role on Happy Days as Arnold before being cast in The Karate Kid. His portrayal of Mr. Miyagi struck a balance between humor, discipline, and depth, creating one of the most memorable mentors in film history. Morita reprised the role in 3 sequels and remains synonymous with the character. William Zabka. William Zabka portrayed Johnny Lawrence, Daniel's primary antagonist and leader of the Cobra Kai dojo. As the arrogant and skilled martial artist, Johnny was a memorable villain who added emotional tension to the film. Despite being the bad guy, Zabka's performance added layers to the character, showing moments of vulnerability. His role as Johnny defined his career, and he later embraced the character again in Cobra Kai, where Johnny is reimagined as a more sympathetic figure. Zabka's return to the franchise has been widely praised for adding depth to Johnny's story. 4. Martin Cove. Martin Cove played John Kreese, the ruthless and manipulative sensei of the Cobra Kai dojo. As a symbol of toxic aggression and misguided masculinity, Kreese was a stark contrast to Mr. Miyagi's philosophy. Cove brought an intimidating presence to the role, making Kreese one of the most iconic villains of the 1980s. Cove reprised the role in the sequels and later in Cobra Kai, where his character's backstory and motivations were further explored. His performance remains an integral part of the franchise's success. 5. Randy Heler. Randy Heler played Lucille LaRusso, Daniel's supportive and hardworking mother. She moves with her son from New Jersey to Reseda, California, in search of better opportunities after her divorce. Despite their modest lifestyle and Daniel's initial struggles to adapt, Lucille remains optimistic and serves as a grounding force for her son. Heler brought warmth and relatability to the role, portraying Lucille as a loving and determined single mother. An experienced television actress before The Karate Kid, Heler appeared in shows like Soap and M*ASH. After the movie, she continued to have a successful career with roles in popular series such as Mad Men, where she earned critical acclaim for her performance as Don Draper's secretary, Miss Blankenship. Number 6. Chad McQueen. Chad McQueen portrayed Dutch, one of Johnny Lawrence's closest friends and a member of the Cobra Kai dojo. Dutch is the most aggressive and hot-headed of the group, often taunting and confronting Daniel with unrelenting hostility. McQueen's performance added an extra layer of menace to the Cobra Kai gang, emphasizing their intimidating presence. The son of Hollywood legend Steve McQueen, Chad had a notable connection to the world of action and adrenaline. Though he didn't pursue acting as extensively as his co-stars, he transitioned into a successful career in motorsports, becoming a professional race car driver and earning accolades in the field. Despite his limited screen time, Dutch remains a memorable character among fans of the franchise. Number 7. Ron Thomas. Ron Thomas played Bobby Brown, another member of the Cobra Kai dojo and one of Johnny's friends. Unlike Dutch, Bobby is depicted as a more conflicted and sympathetic character. He participates in bullying Daniel but shows remorse, particularly during the climactic tournament when he hesitates to follow John Kreese's harsh instructions. Thomas's portrayal gave Bobby a subtle complexity, hinting that he wasn't as inherently cruel as some of his peers. After The Karate Kid, Thomas stepped away from acting to focus on other pursuits. He became a motivational speaker, martial artist, and life coach, using his real-life skills in karate to inspire others. Fans of the series have appreciated his appearances at Karate Kid reunions and conventions. 8. Elisabeth Shue. Elisabeth Shue played Allie Mills, Daniel's love interest and a key character in the story. Allie is a sweet and outgoing high school student who initially dates Johnny but breaks up with him due to his aggressive behavior. Her budding romance with Daniel becomes a central storyline, sparking much of the conflict between Daniel and Johnny. Shue's natural charm and likability brought depth to Allie, making her more than just a typical romantic lead. Already an emerging star, Shue's career took off after The Karate Kid, leading to major roles in films such as Adventures in Babysitting and Back to the Future Part 2 and Part 3. In later years, she earned critical acclaim and an Academy Award nomination for her role in Leaving Las Vegas. Although Allie was absent from the Karate Kid sequels, Shue reprised her role in Cobra Kai, giving fans closure on Allie's story and her connection with both Daniel and Johnny. Tony Odell played Jimmy, one of the Cobra Kai members, and a close ally of Johnny Lawrence. Jimmy is often seen in the background during the gang's bullying scenes and shares in their camaraderie, though he's less prominently featured compared to Dutch and Bobby. Odell's portrayal of Jimmy added to the gang dynamic, emphasizing the peer pressure and collective intimidation the Cobra Kai dojo exerted over Daniel. While Jimmy doesn't have a defining moment in the film, his presence contributes to the group's overall hostility, and he is remembered as part of the iconic ensemble of Cobra Kai antagonists. Tony Odell had a thriving career outside The Karate Kid, with his most prominent role coming in the sitcom Head of the Class, 1986 to 1991, where he played Alan Pinkard, a snobbish and academically gifted student. This role showcased Odell's comedic talents and made him a recognizable face in 1980s television. He also made guest appearances on popular TV shows such as The Love Boat, Chips, and Dynasty. Although he didn't return to the Karate Kid sequels, Odell has remained connected to the franchise, appearing at fan events and reunions. In recent years, he made a cameo in Cobra Kai, delighting longtime fans with his return to the series that helped launch his career. 10. Rob Garrison. Rob Garrison portrayed Tommy, another member of the Cobra Kai dojo and one of Johnny's closest friends. Among the gang, Tommy is best remembered for his enthusiastic and taunting personality. He delivers one of the most iconic lines in the movie, shouting, "Get him a body bag!" Yeah! During the climactic tournament scene. Garrison's delivery of the line became a memorable moment for fans and cemented Tommy as a standout character despite his relatively limited screen time. Rob Garrison started acting as a child, appearing in small roles in television and film before landing his part in The Karate Kid. While Tommy was a supporting character, Garrison's portrayal left a lasting impression, and he reprised the role in The Karate Kid Part 2. Decades later, Garrison returned as Tommy in Cobra Kai, where his character is given a heartfelt send-off. In the series, Tommy reunites with Johnny and the other Cobra Kai members for one last adventure, battling terminal illness. This emotional storyline gave depth to a character who had initially been a comedic foil, and Garrison's performance was widely praised by fans and critics. Beyond The Karate Kid, Garrison appeared in various TV shows and movies, including MacGyver and Coach. He remained proud of his association with the franchise, often attending conventions and engaging with fans. Tragically, Rob Garrison passed away in 2019 at the age of 59, but his contribution to The Karate Kid and Cobra Kai continues to be celebrated as a vital part of the franchise's enduring legacy.